big man's game. Or a high school athlete has a 0.008% chance of making it to the NFL. A college athlete has a 1.6%. How did you pull it off? And I tell them, you know what? I had a burning desire. I had a burning desire early in my life to break the cycle. I was raised in Northeast Portland. I watched a lot of my friends and family members make decisions that I kind of questioned. They struggled a little bit, and I just decided I'm going to break that cycle. I'm going to do something else. So that kind of drove me. And the other thing was, I had a burning desire to prove people wrong. I had so many people tell me, you're too small. You don't belong here. You should go do something else. Why are you doing this? So that kind of motivated me to really prove everybody wrong. Because I was told over and over, you should go do something else. And it started in high school. I was in Northeast Portland. I was part of the busing program. I was bused out to the Lake Oswego schools. Anybody know that area out there? Very nice area. I was busing from the hood to Lake Oswego. But it was a great choice my mom made, and I had a lot of great experiences. But as a high school athlete, I was 5'9", 133. I was the #1 receiver in the state. I had 44 catches and 15 touchdowns. Every third time I caught a ball, I scored a touchdown. The colleges didn't care. They just looked at me from the outside. Too small, you can't play Division I. So I formed this plan. I said, okay, I'm going to get into Division I school somehow. And I was a really good track and field athlete, so my plan was, I'm going to get a track scholarship. And every college that came up, the recruiter would come up, and I'd say, okay, so what do you think about me playing football? And they would all say, no way. To my surprise, there was one school that was a Division I school that didn't block every guy. And the track coach from Oregon, Bill Dillinger, and John Gillespie met with me. I said, okay, guys, what do you think about me trying football? And they said, I tell you what, you come to our school, you run here, we will do all we can to get you a shot, give you an opportunity. And I thought, great. So I go to Oregon, I run the first year. The second year comes up, and I started sneaking to the football practice when I was supposed to be lifting weights in this little tiny weight room we had back in the day. You know what we have today. So I would sneak and watch the practice. And I was hoping Rich would see me. Rich Brooks. So after 2 weeks of doing this, he never saw me, and I'm like in the stands. I'm like the only one there. So one time, I'm standing behind the goalpost, and I thought, okay, I'm getting on the field here. So I'm standing like this. Sure enough, Rich saw me. And 80 yards away, he starts walking towards me. And by this time, my heart's starting to jump. And I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't a good idea. So I'm standing behind the goalpost. She's like, hey, kid, I see you. Birden, come here. Think you can play? I go, I know I can play. You want to play? I said, I'd like to play. He said, come and see me tomorrow. Let's talk. So I go to his office the next day, and it was a 30-minute conversation. 28 minutes of me trying to convince him that I could play. Don't worry about my size, Rich. I can play. I know I can do it. So he says, okay, this is what we'll do. We're going to give you a shot. But still I'm thinking, I want to go to the Olympics. I don't care about the NFL. So Marty says, you need to come to the rookie camp. The rookie camp is 3 days, 3 quick practices, and then you come back. I thought, great. Go to rookie camp, come back, finish track, go to the nationals, go to the trials. Then Bill Dillinger comes up to me and says, okay, JJ, you're going to score a lot of points in nationals and in Pac-10. Don't do any of the practices. I go, Bill, I never get hurt at these things. I'll be fine. Third practice, I tear up my ACL. So right away, track is done. And I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do now? So I go back, I finish, I graduate, which was the first goal, and then I go to the Cleveland Browns season. I go through the first year I'm on injured reserve. And that whole year, I just sit back, relax, watch, get healthy, but that's when the mind shifts start to take place. Because I'm watching these guys, and I'm like, I can play in the NFL. I said, I can do this. I just got to get healthy. So I spent that whole year in IR learning, because the game is so fast. When you go from high school to college, and in the NFL, it is so much fast. so much faster. So the next year, I go through camp. I get cut at the end of the camp. Immediately I get calls from the Chiefs, the Lions, the Packers. They all bring me in. I flunked their physicals because I have the swelling in my knee. Then right away I go to Dallas. Dallas brings me in, the Cowboys. So I'm there in 1989 season. I'm on the practice squad where you practice until you get healthy and then they activate you. Dallas is like, we're going to activate you at some point. I'm like, great. The whole season goes by, I don't get activated. I'm just practicing. And when the season ends, they said, you know what, we don't want you. And I was like, well, shoot, we're 1-15. I don't want to be here anyway. I'm in Dallas and they win the Super Bowl. So anyway, what's your passion? You know, what's your why? What drives you? What do you want? Because that's where the whole motivating factor, if we're going after anything, a dream, a goal, or whatever, what is your reason for doing it? Because if your reason for doing it is strong enough, the process to get there is not a challenge. You'll do whatever it takes. I don't care how many times they cut me. I was not going to stop because that was the goal. So say, what is your passion? The second thing I say is, what's your plan? There always has to be a strategy in place. Anything that's going to achieve in this world, any type of success, there is always a strategy. A strategy to get you from point A to point B. Big talker. He talked a lot. And now, a lot of us didn't like him. He talked too much. Let me tell you something. That guy showed up every single Sunday. He was the best corner I ever went against. He was amazing. I mean, the quarterbacks would come out of the huddle and just to see where was Dion at. And if he was over here, they wouldn't even throw to his side. I mean, that's stuff. But the guy showed up and he produced. And so I would encourage people to say, you got to produce. And when you produce, don't let it go to your head. Don't get complacent. You got to stay hungry. And what kept me going was never forgetting the road that I traveled to get to the top. Never forgetting all those obstacles and forgetting where you came from. So, so those are just some of the things I like to share with people because I'm all about how can I make someone better? How can I help them perform at the highest level and do what they want to do? So in conclusion, my experiences of Oregon I just absolutely love because I learned so much during those years because I was a two-sport athlete. It's hard enough being a student there, and then to play two sports. I didn't have much of a life, but it taught me discipline. And discipline was so important at that time because I had to be disciplined to do the things I needed to do to stay eligible, to be able to perform. And so I tell people when I think of discipline, I say discipline is the ability to do what you need to do, when you need to do it, while no one's watching. And that's what I had to do all the time at Oregon, which I've gone on to do the same. But I never forget those years because they challenged me, they tested me, and they made me become a better person, a better athlete, and a better father and a husband.